Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI has commanded you to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to you being the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Shalom. It's your brother Halak from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI with another video. And this is another installment of Stories of Integrity, man, part 3. You see? And this is just a series of exhortation to show us the things our forefathers had to go through, you know, while standing for YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, that they kept their integrity all the way through, and that they're going to be rewarded for keeping their integrity, man. The same thing pertains unto us in this time, because we see that Esau is about to come down having great wrath, man, and we can't be shaken, stirred, or moved. You see. Because of what these devils are doing. We have to be like our righteous forefathers, man, and stand in great boldness and a fully courageous and brave spirit, keeping our integrity all the way through, man. You see? Because these things must happen, man. Great trouble must come upon the house of Israel, man. You see? Trials and tribulations must happen unto us, because that's the only way we can get the kingdom, man. Let's get a few before we get into this. Let's get Acts 14 and 22. Acts 14 and 22 says what? Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. You see? And that's what, through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, I'm doing right now, exhorting, man. You see, to tell brothers and sisters to continue in this faith, man. You see, to continue to stand with YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, and that, the only way we can get to the kingdom is through this straight gate, man. That's the only way. And YAHAWASHI was the main example of that. You see, I did the first part of Stories of Integrity on YAHAWASHI, how he kept his integrity when he was bribed, man. You see? When the devil tried to come up against him, to get him to bow the knee unto him instead of worshiping the Most High. YAHAWASHI kept his integrity, man. And see, and because we keep in our integrity and continue to stand with YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, we're gonna go through much tribulation, man. You see, because we're about to come, but we are the enemies of everyone on this planet Earth, because we're standing in righteousness with our power, man. You see, we're standing for what the Heavenly Father has told us to do, and we're not going along with man and the bullshit they're coming with. So it says what? Through much tribulation. You see. And that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. This is the only way, man. This is the only way. So yeah, we're going to catch hell. We're going to go through it. But at the end of the day, this is the road to the kingdom, man. You see? And Lord willing, he gives us all the spirit to continue to endure and persevere, man. And keep our integrity in the midst of everything that's going on around us, man. Because it's about to get bad out here. Let's get another one. Let's get one in 2nd Esdras. What's that? 7. Let me see. Let's go. Let's start at 6. 2nd Esdras 7 and 6. It says what? There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The city that's builded, set upon that broad field and full of all good things, is the kingdom of heaven, man. That glorious kingdom that we're fighting tooth and nail to obtain through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, right? You see? Verse 7 says what? The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. That narrow place is a straight gate, where YAHAWASHI told us to enter into, to bear our cross and to bear our burden, and walk down that narrow path, man. That's how we get there. That's why it's gonna be so much tribulation and hell on this journey, because the journey, it's really going to begin when Jacob's trouble pop off, man. The training wheels are going to be taken off. And, hey, we got to get to it, man. Through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. But it's going to be very straight, very difficult. It's going to be hard. It's going to be uncomfortable. You see? Hey, but, hey, YAHAWASHI is with us, man. YAHAWASHI is with us, man. Verse 8 says what? And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once, because every man is going to have to walk this straight gate, man. We're not going to be able to hold each other's hand. Now, we do exhort each other. Hey, but at the end, like the scriptures tell you, let every man be persuaded in his own mind. You see? So you're going to have to walk this straight gate on your own, man. One by one. You see? Verse 9 says what? If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? And that's what awaits us beyond Babylon, man. Our inheritance, what the Most High has promised unto our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But if we don't go through this trouble, if we don't go through this hell, we don't go through this high water, you see, if we don't go through these floods, how can we receive the inheritance? We can't walk around Jacob's trouble. We got to go straight through it, man. We have to go through the furnace of affliction to get to the kingdom of heaven, man. There is no other way. So our integrity is going to be tried, man. The Most High He going to test us to the furthest amount of our faith. You see? Verse 10 says what? And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so is Israel's portion. So that's the only way we can get to the kingdom of heaven, man. You see, is this trial of fire, which is going to come in the form of Jacob's trouble. You see? Damn, there was another one I wanted to get. What was it? So let's go back to 2 Maccabees chapter 7. So we're going to read through this whole account to show you the type of spirit the Most High is going to put upon us to endure these trials and tribulations, man. You see, and how far we might have to take it. You see, to pass the Most High's test of keeping our faith and our hope and belief in Him, YAHAWASHI, and keeping our integrity, man. But no, and no one understand, man. No one understand when we put in this situation. It ain't gonna be of us, man. We not finna pass this test without the Most High. You see, that's what some of these guys fail to realize, man. They acting like they so big and bad. The Most High have to put the Spirit upon you to endure the things that we're gonna suffer, man. That's what it is. Thawada YAHAWASHI. Thawada YAHAWASHI. Thawada. 1 Corinthians. Yup. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. Thawada YAHAWASHI. It says what? They have no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful. You see that? The Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So everything we're about to go through, man, the whole world is about to be tried with this, as YAHAWASHI tells us in Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. The hour of temptation that's going to come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That includes us, man. But unlike these people, we have been keeping the Most High's word of patience, man. We have made Yahweh bahasham YAHAWASHI our holy habitation, man. We have made him our strong tower. You see? Being obedient unto him. You see? So the Most High is not going to tempt us above we're able, man. The Most High is not going to give us more than we can handle. Whatever situation we find ourselves in, whatever it may be. Know and understand that we're in that situation because the Most High knows that we can get through. And why is that? Is it because of anything we can do? No, it's because we believe upon him. It's because we believe upon his only begotten son. That's what's going to get us through. Not nothing that we going to do, man. You see? We ain't built or set up to save ourselves in any situation. That's all in the hands of Yahweh YAHAWASHI, man. You see? So it goes on to say, let me read it again. First Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. And there have no temptation taking you, but such as common to man. But the Most High is faithful. The Most High is faithful, man. You see? The Most High is a power of integrity, man. He's going to keep his word. Who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. And what did the Most High tell us to do in the time of trouble, man? What did the Most High tell us to do in the time of trouble? This is Proverbs 50 and 14. It says what? Offer unto the Most High thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. There it is. That's our way to escape, man. The Most High gave us his name, which is YAHAWAH, and he gave us his only begotten son's name, which is YAHAWASHI. That's how we're delivered from trouble, man. As it tells you in Proverbs, real quick, 18 and 10, it says what? The name of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. You hear that? So those names are going to be very, very important in these days of trouble that we're entering into, man. You see? So if any of the remnant is amongst these other groups, and you know that the name is YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, man, leave from them, man. Stop following them. Follow those men who have the true doctrine, who are calling upon YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, man. You see? Because that's going to be our key in these times we're entering into, the name of the Lord, man. You see, the name of the Heavenly Father, once again, which is YAHAWAH, man, which means he exists, or he is. And YAHAWASHI is the name of the only begotten Son, the Messiah, which that name means what? He delivers, man. And that's what he's coming to do. Now, going back to the account. So this account in 2 Maccabees 7 is the account of the 7 brothers and their mother, man. You see? Righteous forefathers and our foremother, man, who kept their integrity intact all the way through, even as they watched each other being tortured and put to death, man. You see? These are things that we have to be prepared to see. And even in seeing it, praying to the Most High all the way through to give us the strength to endure, man. You see, and this is a beautiful account. So this is 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1. It says what? It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken, and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh. You see that? Because that's what Esau wants to do. Because you have to understand that this was during the time of the Greeks. The Edomites was ruling back then as well. And they're doing the same shit now, trying to get us to go against YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, man. And they will do anything in their power to try to get you to break. Because it says what? And were tormented with scourges and whips. They were being beaten, man. 7 brothers and their mother were being beaten because they didn't want to go against YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. Verse 2 says what? But one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. You see that? That's how far we might have to take it, man. We might have to take it that far. You have to get your mind geared toward that, man. We're going, hey, if we're put in that situation, we might have to take it that far, man. To be ready to die for YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. You know, so we're not putting death out there. We're just covering all aspects of it, man, to let you know that this is a possibility. You know, because you can go read Revelation 20 and 4 and see that some brothers and maybe some sisters, you see, are going to have to go up under that guillotine, man. I could be one of them. But when we're faced with that situation, we can't let it like, oh shit. No, that's prophecy, man. And if we're in that situation, once again, the Most High is not giving you more than you can handle. If you're in that situation, the Most High knows that you can endure that, man, because you believe upon him. You believe upon his only begotten Son. You see? Like it tells you in Philippians, man. I can do all things through Mashiach Yahawashi who strengthened me, man. Yahawashi will give us the strength to overcome whatever is put before us, man. Because we believe, man. We believe, man. Verse 3 says what? Then the king, being enraged, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and cut off the utmost parts of his body, the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. You see that? That was a trial for them, man. It was also a trial for the brother who was being chopped up. He had to endure that, man. See, but he kept his integrity. He didn't fold, no matter what. The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on, they didn't fold either. They kept their integrity as well, as we go on to read. Verse 5 says what? Now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, yet being alive, to be brought to the fire, and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with their mother to die manfully, thus saying, the Lord YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI looketh upon us, and in truth have comfort in us. As Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants. Because what does it tell you about the saints of the Most High? Oh man, what is it? Psalms 116 and 15, it says what? Precious in the sight of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI is the death of his saints. You see that? You see? So going on, it says what? Verse 7 says what? So when the first was dead after this number, they bought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had put, and they made fun of him, they embarrassed him, they humiliated him. You see? And when they had pulled the skin off, the skin of his head, they scalped him. You see, with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? This is some of the same shit Esau might try to do to us, man. It's just a situation. It might not even happen to us, you know, but it's a situation to have in your mind, to know and understand that it's a possibility that it could happen. You see? Verse 8 says what? But he answered in his own language and said, La'ah. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did. He kept his integrity, man. He didn't bow the knee to these damn crackers. We got to be in that same spirit, man. We're not bound the knee no matter what. Lord willing. 2 Maccabees 7 and 9. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, Thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life. That's right. That's right. Keeping our integrity intact, keeping our faith, and being obedient unto YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. If we have to face these things, and we're going to be raised up into everlasting life, man, because we died in YAHAWASHI. You see? We died with our faith intact, man. You see that? The King of the earth is going to raise us up just like he did YAHAWASHI into everlasting life, man. You see that? That's what the obedience is going to bring us into. That keeping our integrity is going to bring us into everlasting life, man. You see? Verse 10. After him was the third made in mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon holding forth his hands manfully, and said courageously, These I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them. Hey, fuck this body. I'm standing with the Most High. You see? That's basically what he's saying, man. And from him I hope to receive them again, and we will. It's going to be even better, man. An indestructible body we're going to receive after we lose this one. You see? That immortal body being brought up under the second covenant, man. Being fully tied back into our Heavenly Father. So if we have to go this way, Esau just doing us a favor, man. We want to get the fuck up out this flesh anyway. Once again, Lord willing, the Most High gives us that strength and that spirit to continue to endure and keep our integrity intact no matter what, man. Because we're not going to do it without the Most High or YAHAWASHI, man. You see? Verse 12 says what? Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pains. And why didn't he regard the pains? Is because the Most High poured that spirit upon him not to regard nothing he was going through, man. Why? Is because he was standing for YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, man. That's why. Just like Stephen, man. When he was being stones, he wasn't even regarding the stones, man. He was looking up to the heavens at YAHAWASHI, standing on the right hand of the Most High. You see that? That brother didn't even regard the pains, man. It's because the Most High poured the Spirit upon him heavily. The same thing the Most High going to do for us in these times, man. Verse 13 says what? Salaki, trying to keep my incense burning. That's up. Verse 13 goes on to say, now when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. So you got to imagine this, man. You're just seeing all your family members being put to death. You see? You know Satan is up in their ear, man. Going and bend the knee, bow the knee. You don't have to do this. You don't have to go through this. Go through with this. You see? Because Satan going to come with it, man. The spiritual demon Satan going to be all on your ass in these times, man, to try to get you to fold. You see? But greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world, man. You see that? Oh, verse 14, Salakia. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men, to look for hope from the Most High to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life, because the resurrection of life is for who? The Israelites, man. You see? After we leave this flesh, man, we go into the state of being immortal forevermore. You see? Not for these Edomites, man. You see that? You see? These devils have no power back in them, man. They have no God in their corner. We're the only nation that has that, man. We're the only nation that has YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, man. We're the nation that the true power is standing behind, man. See, so resurrection of life belongs to us. So we don't have to fear these things that are coming. Because we know what happens if we die in the faith, man. Guess what? We just go right to being immortal, man. Verse 15 says what? Afterward they bought the fifth also and mangled him. Then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt. Yet think not our nation is forsaken of the Most High. Exactly, man. You see, even though we're about to go through this time of Jacob's trouble, our nation has not been forsaken by the Most High. As we read earlier, this is the only way to the kingdom of heaven. This is just prophecy playing out. And when it's all said and done, the Most High is going to bring us into the kingdom. And tie us back unto him fully by bringing us up under that second covenant, man. And we're going to live in righteousness and peace. And joy in our kingdom forevermore. You see? We haven't been forsaken by the Most High, man. And us having this Holy Spirit is evidence of that. Verse 17 says what? But abide a while, and behold his great power, how he will torment thee and thy seed. And that's what's coming upon you damn devils, man. So you got it right now. But when it's all said and done, we're going to have it forever. And you're going to have to live with us in that complete righteous state, immortal for 1,000 years, man. We're going to be on your ass, man. You see? We're going to torment you damn devils for a long, slow 1,000 years, man. You see that? That's what's coming upon you. Verse 18 says what? After him also they bought the sixth, who being ready to die said, be not deceived without cause. For we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against our power. Therefore marvelous things are done unto us. And that's what it is, man. You see? Being chastised for our transgressions. Not for our destruction, but hey, just to correct us, man. You see, and the remnant is going through it to be purged, for all that Babylonian madness to be purged up out of us, man. So when we come out on the other side of that gold tried in the fire, there will be no blemish in us, man. We'll be perfect through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, man. You see that? Verse 19 says what? But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against the Most High, that thou shalt escape unpunished. Exactly. Exactly, man. And this is what we're going to be telling these devils in this time. Oh, you devils about to pay. Hey, this a wrap. Hey, after this time of trouble, hey, the Most High about to be on your ass. Hey, guess and it's already begun, man. You see, we're going through this. You see, because the end of our punishment, our punishment have been accomplished. We just have to go through the small bit of Jacob's trouble. You see, and it's only up from there. Now it's time for you damn heathen, beginning with you Edomites, to take the same cup that we have drunken from and drink from it, man. You devils will not go unpunished. Verse 20 says what? But the mother was marvelous above all and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her seven sons slain within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage because of the hope that she had in the Lord. And that's what we're going to do, man. We got hope in the Lord, so we're going to bear it with good courage, knowing the understanding that we're going to be rewarded for keeping our integrity and continue to be faithful, obedient, and loyal unto YAHAWASHI through it all, man. That's where our hope lies. Our hope don't lie in going along with this bullshit that Esau is pushing forth, taking his ooze, taking his tag, you see? To live a little bit longer here in Babylon the Great. No, man. Our hope is in YAHAWASHI. You see? Verse 21 says what? Yes, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits. You hear that? And where did the courageous spirits come from? They came from the Most High. It wasn't because she was so strong. It's because the Most High poured the Spirit upon her and her seven sons to endure all those things, man. So we could come and read it and know and understand that, hey, if we find ourselves in that situation, or better yet, if the Most High puts us in that situation, knowing and understand that the Most High is going to give us the Spirit to endure it, man. He going to pour courageous spirits upon us. You see? Because we cannot do this on our own, man. We're not built for it. You see that? We're not built to endure anything without the Most High. Go back and look at our history, and it proves that. It says what? Continuing on in verse 21, it says what? And stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach, she said unto them, I cannot tell you how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life. Neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. You see, that's all of the Most High. Verse 23. But doubtless the creator of the world, the heavenly Father YAHAWAH, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, because it never ends for the Israelites, man. You see? With us being taken out of this flesh, we transcend to something greater, man. A true transcendence to immortal gods upon the earth. God kings upon the earth, man. Immortal. That's what awaits us after Babylon the Great. Immortality, man. Everlasting life, as YAHAWASHI has promised, man. Hey, as YAHAWASHI has promised. YAHAWASHI told us, if we believe upon him, he shall raise us up in the last day and bring us into everlasting life, man. And that's what it's going to be. You see, it goes on to say, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. That's right. Because it ain't about us, man. It's all about YAHAWASHI, man. You see? To hell with this flesh. To hell with how we feel about it. It don't matter. We have to stand with the Most High through it all, man. Knowing and understanding that the Most High is gonna help us and give us everything we need to endure whatever we need to endure. You see? Verse 24 says what? Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both a rich and happy man if he would turn from the laws of his father, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs. There goes the bribe. There goes Satan tempting the brother, as he's going to do with us, man. Come on, man, I'll give you 25 million. This, and that, whatever he coming with. Whatever he coming with. You know what I'm saying? No, man. No. You see? We don't want shit you talking about. The Most High has promised us something that we can't even comprehend right now. As it tells you in Isaiah 64:4. I have not seen, it have not heard what the Most High prepared for them that wait for him. We done seen everything Esau got to offer, and it's lame as hell. We want what the Most High has promised, man. We want what the Most High has promised our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Fuck you devils, man. We standing with YAHAWASHI. Verse 25 says what? But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother. But that's the devil. He gonna slay all your brothers in front of you and try to bribe you to I'm gonna make you my friend. Nigga, get the fuck out my face, man. You see? But that's the devil for you, man. 2 Maccabees 7:25. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life. You see that? And that's all Esau can do. All Esau can do is threaten you with death. You see? I'm gonna kill you. If you don't bow, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your mama. I'm gonna kill your brothers. I'm gonna kill you. Bro, you can't do shit unless the Most High give you the power to, man. And at the end of the day, ain't no such thing as death for an Israelite. You see? Our Father is eternal. Our brother is eternal, and we are eternal, man. Ain't no death for us. You can't fucking coerce us and sway us talking about some damn death, man. Because we know what it is. We know we got a body in the heavens waiting for us to come back to it. You see? That shit don't work on us no more, man. Now, when we was in the world, yeah, you had it. But now the Most High has opened us up to what it really is, man. And we know and understand we never die. You see, we go to where we want to be at anyway. With the Most High and YAHAWASHI. So the hell with you damn devils, man. So it says what? Verse 26. And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. Verse 27. But she bound herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner: O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Meaning what? This motherfucker is only a man. Esau is only a man. We serve the one true living power, the creator of the heavens and the earth, and everything you see in it. As it tells you in Job, man, the soul of every living thing is in the palm of the Most High's hand, man. So who the fuck is Esau? Nobody, man. The basis of men. The people that the Most High has indignation against forever. Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. You see that? Do you see that, man? The Most High is who is to be worshipped. Fuck Esau and all this bullshit that he coming with, man. Verse 29 says what? Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. And that's exactly, they're gonna be good in the kingdom, man. All 8 of them, the 7 brothers and them, they're gonna be good in the kingdom of heaven, man. Because they stood in great boldness and kept their integrity through it all, man. And they're going to be rewarded in the kingdom of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, man. Verse 30 says what? While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, Whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers Moses. That's right. Verse 31, And thou, that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, shall not escape the hands of the Most High. We're going to tell these devils the same thing when the time comes, man. The Most High going to put the Spirit upon us to say what we need to say. But these devils are not about to escape of all the things they've done unto us. They're going to pay, man. That's a part of prophecy as well. Verse 32 says what? For we suffer because of our sins. And that's exactly what it is, man. We suffer because of our transgressions. Verse 33 says what? And though the living Lord YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. How is that going to be made possible? Through YAHAWASHI, man. That's how we're going to be made one again with the Most High after when we're brought up under that new covenant, man. You see? That's what's coming. This is what's about to happen, man. And that's what we got to keep in mind as we move forward during this time of Jacob's trouble, man. You see, the Most High is doing all this, and at the end of the day, is all leading to us being made one again with our power, man. You see? So it goes on to say, verse 34, but thou, O godless man, you see that? These people are godless, man. These people have no power on their side. They have no power standing with them. These people worship Satan, but guess who Satan works for? The Most High. Like I always say, man, the time that Satan is about to back away from the table and go stand back on the left-hand side of the Most High, and the Most High gonna tell him, hey, son, job well done. and you devils gonna be out here looking stupid as hell, man. So 2 Maccabees 7:34, but thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High. Exactly, man. You see, what did the Most High say, man? Touch not mine anointing and do my prophets no harm. You see? Oh, man, great wrath is about to pour upon the head of you damn Edomites, man. You see? Verse 35 says what? For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the almighty power, who seeth all things. Exactly, man. Verse 36, for our brethren, who now have suffered a short pain, are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life. You see that? Why? Because they stood for the Most High through it all, man. They kept their integrity through it all. But thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shall receive just punishment for thy pride. And we know what happened to Antiochus' bitch ass, man. And the Most High routed that nigga from the inside out. You see? That's what's coming upon these devils in this time, man. Verse 37 says what? But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, doing what? Making our body a living sacrifice, man. That's what we're doing. Beseeching the Most High that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou, by torments and plagues, mayest confess that he alone is the Most High. Now, brother prophesied Antiochus' death, man, because that's exactly what Antiochus did. You see? I'm going to go through all the earth and tell the word about the Most High. Nah, nigga, no. But he did confess that the Most High is God alone, man, as the brother prophesied. You see? And when it's all said and done, you Edomites are going to confess that again, man. You're going to confess that again, man. That YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI is God alone. He's about to show you that you are only a man. Verse 38 says what? And that in me and my brethren, the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon our nation, may cease. You see? And that's what we're coming into, man. Like I said, we go through the time of Jacob's trouble. And after that, man, the Most High's wrath is going to be appeased, man. You see? And we're going to be back on one accord with our power, man. All made possible through YAHAWASHI's sacrifice. Verse 39 says what? Then the king, being in a rage, handled him worse than all the rest, and took it grievously that he was mocked. So this man died undefiled. You see that? He died undefiled, man. He was blameless. He a part of the elect. And put his whole trust in YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. And that's what we have to do, man. Put our whole trust in the Most High. You see? Knowing and understanding that the Most High got us, regardless of the situation, man. Verse 41 says what? Last of all, after the sons, the mother died. Let this be enough now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feast and the extreme tortures. And these brothers, this is a beautiful account of integrity, man. They kept their integrity all the way through. And even in the face of death, even seeing their loved ones being put to death in front of them, they kept their integrity all the way through, man. And YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, he pours that same spirit upon us to endure whatever we have to suffer through before we go into this kingdom, man. You see? But don't fear, don't worry, man. YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI is with us. He got us, man. He gonna give us everything we need to persevere and overcome these damn devils, man. You see? And so with that, I'm gonna give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI has commanded you to do. With that, I'm going to say shalom. Wah, Abba, Baba.